Hello everyone, today we'll be repairing this GPU which I purchased from eBay. So this was for parts or repair, and this card is a GTX 1660 Ventus XS 6G OC. Seeing as though this is my first GPU repair, I decided to go with something cheaper. So this GPU cost me £26, 69 pence, and so the seller said that this GPU only pours on for like 5 to 10 seconds. So I don't think that there's a shard on the board, which I could be wrong, but I think we should just give this a try. Normally I wouldn't recommend trying a GPU in your system before testing for shard, but I'm just going to go with what the seller says for now. And now that we have everything connected, let's turn on the PC. So the system booted, and let's see. And there it goes. So there you have it. We have a black screen. So I'm thinking that this might be a memory issue. So I'm thinking that we should try and run maths to see if there's an issue with the memory. And I've installed maths on this. So I'll be conducting a memory test to figure out if it's a memory issue or not. So I've just installed my SSD with maths to run the memory test. So now that we're booted into maths and mods, we're going to test our GPU to see if there's any memory issues. So it's trying to find my series. So it's going to be option 2, RTX series. Here we have RTX 20 series, GTX 16 series, 10 series, 9 series, 7 series. Yeah, so it's option 2 for us, and hit enter. And there you have it, we have a fail. So I'm guessing there's multiple fail modules on the board. So let's see what we have. So now we're going to see exactly what modules failed. A few videos ago, I made this portable display monitor, which I said that I will be using in future videos, and this is just one such case. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please give it a watch right here. So this is the report, and we're seeing 4 failed modules. So I'm thinking it's a failed memory controller, and if it's a failed memory controller, I'm thinking any chip I replace will eventually go bad again. But since we're already here, let's take our card apart and see if we can fix it. Now we're going to take this GPU apart, and as you can see right here, factory seal has been broken, so this was either worked on previously or cleaned previously. I'm not sure, but we're going to tear this apart and see what we can do. Okay, so now that our card is assembled, we'll be removing the memory modules and replacing them. So I realized that with each test, there's something different with the results. So I'll be replacing everything just in case. But it could be a bad GPU, but we'll still try and see that. So here we have our board assembled, and we're looking at the VRAM chips, and I'm using my DIY homemade microscope, which if you guys haven't watched, you guys can check that out. So I'll be replacing all of these chips and try to see if that will solve our problem. Could be worse, it could be better, I'm not sure. As I said, it could be a memory controller issue. We'll just remove them to see what happened and go from there. The main reason why I will be replacing all of the chips is that after running the test several times, I found that each result was somewhat different. So just as a precaution, I'll be replacing all of the chips. So now that we removed the RAM chips, we'll be cleaning the board and installing the new ones. And I'm just checking to ensure that we have no rip pads. I think we're okay, and so I'll just be cleaning this. So I managed to replace all of the memory modules. So I'll be giving this a test to see if we get any display. And now we're going to start the system. So the GPU fan is spinning and we have an error. I'm not sure what the beep codes mean, but I'll do some research on that. So this repair was a total bust, but then again it's my first GPU repair, so yeah. This is just a roadblock, I would say, but I'll still be buying new GPUs and testing them to see if I can repair them and hopefully get better at it. So yeah, this is just my first failure, I would say. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I might have burned my chips while replacing them. Just trying to find the right temperature to solder those chips, and I'm thinking that I might have burned all of my modules. And also, there's a possibility that I may have lost a few capacitors as well. So I need to go back to the drawing board on this one. So I need to get back to the drawing board on this. So in the meantime, I'll be trying to find some parts and see if I can find an exact model of this GPU to see if I lost any components. So this is just a roadblock, failure number 1 on my first attempt. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe and follow for more. See you in the next.